Are you the same person in public that you are in private? Do you pursue excellence in every area of your life with the same kind of intensity? Are you a whole person, not fragmented, not sectioned off? This is what it means to have a life of integrity. It means to be whole. It means that every area of your life, whether it's your marriage or your career or your spiritual life or your finances, gets the same intense devotion to excellence. And if you're a person of integrity, you don't have to wear a mask to go to work, and a different mask at home, and a different mask with your friends. You are who you are in public and in private. Now, a lot of people confuse integrity with morality, and they are not interchangeable. They are not the same thing. Morality would activate our integrity, but they are not the same thing. For instance, most of us watching this would probably agree that lying and stealing is morally wrong. Certainly most of us would agree that killing our neighbor because we're angry at them is morally wrong. Cheating on your taxes, morally wrong. Taking in pornography, morally wrong. Most of us would agree on what is morally wrong in our lives, and most of us watching this probably share many of the same moral values. The question is not knowing whether or not something is right or wrong. That's morality. The question is, do you do that thing? Are you living a life of morality? Not do you have morals, but are you keeping them? Are you keeping yourself from lying and stealing, from cheating on your taxes, from pornography, from treating your neighbor badly? These are the things that separate a moral person from a person of integrity. A person of integrity keeps his morals, keeps her morals, whether somebody is watching or not. You are the same person in public that you are in private. And you cannot assume that integrity would come naturally to you because, well, you're a human being and you have a sinful nature. All human beings will struggle with this because it's a difficult thing to be a whole person. In fact, I would say without Jesus, without salvation, it's going to be a real struggle to be a whole person because it is Jesus who helps us to be whole. And if you want any inspiration, or if you want to feel encouraged at all that sometimes integrity is a struggle, all you have to do is look at the life of Paul. Paul the Apostle was one of the greatest Jesus followers, if not human beings, who ever lived. One of the smartest, one of the most faithful, definitely one of the most impactful men alive. He started more churches than we can count. He led more people to Jesus than we'll ever know. He was an incredible leader, an incredible man, certainly on the surface looked like a man of integrity. But in Romans chapter 7, he tells us that integrity is a struggle. In fact, he said, I don't understand the way I'm living. The things I want to do, I don't do. And the things I don't want to do, those are the things I'm doing. In Romans chapter 7, Paul just is very transparent and says, I am struggling with life, and it is hard sometimes to be a person of integrity. But it is the best way to live your life, because living a fragmented life where you are one person with one group of people and a different person with a different group of people is exhausting, it's stressful, it adds things to your life that you don't need. But being a person of wholeness, being a person of integrity, actually makes your life easier and makes your life better. So, as we wrap up this week of teaching on integrity, I hope you're encouraged to know that Paul, one of the greatest Christians ever, he also had to work on this. We all do. It's not something that comes naturally. It's a skill you can develop if you have self-discipline and if you want to follow Jesus, the most integrous, whole person to ever live. Jesus. Jesus was the same no matter who he was with. He treated people the same no matter who they were. This is our example. This is our calling, to be a person of integrity, to follow the path of Jesus and let him lead our way. So go be whole and go follow Jesus. It really does make your life better and easier and more full.